Hello, it is Saturday. Oh, it is Saturday, the 7th of March, and we are here at Evesham ParkRun. Right, so we've arrived here at Evesham ParkRun. We're rushing a little bit because it's 5 to 9 and I hate rushing, and it was absolute chaos getting in up there behind us, and my car got hit. Thankfully nothing too bad, but yeah, a bit stressful. I really need the toilet as well, so this might not bode well today. But we're here at Evesham ParkRun for the first ever time. A little bit of a different one today. You're going with the head camera.
I am.
I'm going to try and get a few clips on my GoPro whilst I'm out there. So that means that you're not running with me for the first time in a while. You going for it today then?
Yeah, I'm gonna inject a bit of pace into my running. I need to get it in because I've obviously got a half marathon next week that I'm going for. But I'm more interested to see how you get on your own, because it's been a while. It
has, you know. Even like, I know you're here and Ben Stevens is going to be here as well. He's probably there already, but yeah, it's going to be a test mentally. Do you know what? I'm just so worried that I really need the toilet and we're not going to have time because, like I say, it starts in 5 minutes. We missed the first timers brief as well, so like, thankfully I'm slow so I can follow everyone else. It's you that I worry about.
I know. Well, we know this, don't we? I usually get lost. I mean, I did have a quick look on YouTube last night, kind of see the course. I've got a kind of idea of how it runs. I hope they haven't changed anything, because that would be my luck. But yeah,
different course today. There's a bit of flooding out there. The last two were called off because of the river levels. I just panned the camera around. The river up literally is right here. So yeah, it's thankfully it's on, because they didn't actually put an update out. The last update on Facebook we saw was that they were looking for pretty much an entire full roster of volunteers, and we've obviously driven 45 minutes from yours and it's like, is it on? So thankfully it is. Time today, sort of rough sort of estimate?
Anything sub 20 at the minute. I think that's where I am. Anything. As I say, I don't know what the terrain's going to be like, so if we could just push and try and I'll just sub 20 I'll be happy with. You'll
give yourself a good head start though, because you're going to fuel well today, aren't you? What have you got? Tell the listeners.
Protein Rebel. Obviously using our code CTF15 for 15% off your first purchase. I did add an order come in yesterday. Well, we both did actually.
We did.
I had an order come in yesterday. I bought some of their collagen, so I'm going to start implementing that into my daily routine. And then obviously I've got some gels because I've got events coming up. We've got the treadmill run, half marathon, we've got the Wolves 10k. So I am in desperate need. And to be honest, I've tried other ones and these are probably, they just work the best for me. So easy to get down. So.
Well, you know me, I always worried. I always said to you, what if I take it and I have a little bit of an accident? But I've not had any problems with it whatsoever. So yeah, I got a package. That's going to be part of a giveaway that we're going to do in the treadmill run. But we should probably get a move on because we're going to be late as it is, and I hate rushing. Look back at Cov. Anyone that's heard that story, I don't want to repeat today. So let's hopefully go and have a good one. We'll see you at the start line.
Right, Mike, here we are. Look at us doing a voiceover. Who would have thought about this, eh?
I know. Well, the listeners at home sort of did ask for this, because we have had one comment already asking for a bit of a voiceover. But why you'd want to listen to me harp on even more than I already do on the podcast, I'll never know. But we're here nonetheless. And we're here to talk about Evesham ParkRun this morning. Talking of harping on, it certainly felt like that on grass. As you can see, we started on grass, and it reminded me a lot of Kingsbury Water Park. And I have to say, I'm not a fan of starting on grass, Ben.
No, well, I mean, as you're going to see, the majority of this is on grass. Very testing on the legs. It almost zaps them straight away. I mean, I'm running at quite a quick pace here, probably quicker than I should have been going out. But yeah, right off the bat, yeah, could just feel it. I mean, it wasn't just me and this kid running. I mean, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was just saying to you, weren't I, after the run, there's so many, it seems to be every park run, there's like 3 or 4 kids just absolutely blitzing it at the start and then they're nowhere to be seen. I also said there was I was walking back to your car, getting your car keys, getting your phone actually, and I saw a kid basically almost in tears, crying to his dad saying, "Where's the finish?" And yeah, so I don't know.
That's me on a weekly basis at ParkRun, that is, to be honest.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I know a lot of it's on grass, and this section we're on now where it speeds up, you know, we're on grass again, but you can see on the other side it is path, and I have to give it its credit. Simon said Evesham's his hometown, and he said it's as flat as a card, and he's absolutely right. And I think if it was less muddy or not as slippy, this is a perfect one to go and attack.
Yeah, immediately, I think I said it, you know, to myself in the video. As soon as we got back on the path, I was like, "Oh God, this feels so good." A really kind of tricky, uneven type of grass, obviously because of the weather we've had. But yeah, as soon as we're back on the path, I was like, "Right, here we go." And to be fair, you'll see now. This is where I start to kick in a bit and take the lead. The guy next to me had got trail, well, a bit like mixed trail shoes sort of road. So this is where I started to come into my own a bit. But I had a nice little battle at the front, and yeah, it's quite interesting to see how it ends up. Also nice to see everybody running back towards you as you're running down.
Yeah, well, the viewers shouldn't keep that much of a keen eye, because you will see me on the right, just there, and I wasn't going particularly very fast, so ignore that person. But other than that, I have mixed feelings about those sort of park runs where you run past runners going in the opposite direction, because it almost gives you an unneeded kick up the backside so early on, and you start to panic. But yeah, pretty simple route as well, Ben, to be honest, isn't it? You know, sometimes we rock up to these park runs and, you know, the route can be a bit confusing. Not this one, as this video is showing.
Yeah, well, as you just saw there, I come through the first kilometre at 3:48, probably a bit quicker than I should have. But as soon as I hit this path, I just started to really just ramp it up. But yeah, yeah, as we say, I can't make my mind up. That runnable well, not really runnable, but that section that you run on the grass towards the start, that long stretch, it just doesn't feel right, if you know what I mean. It felt like we shouldn't have been running on it. There was no sort of, I don't know, just it felt like it had just been shoved there, so we're out the way and not clogging up the paths, which is probably the case, to be honest.
I noticed a lot of people where I was further at the back tended to shift over onto the path a lot earlier than you did at the start of this video. But
did you? Every time I ran past this van as well, it absolutely stunk. I don't know if you. I'm not even joking.
Can't say I noticed too much, to be honest. But even this bit's a bit weird. Like, I almost get it. They have to create a little bit of an out and back, and they need to loop around somewhere. But this is probably the most mixed course I've ever done. Even Kingsbury wasn't this mixed.
Yeah, well, they did change it a bit, didn't they? Back there, if you just see, they take you back onto the path. I think normally it just continues on this stretch of grass all the way down. So I was hoping they weren't going to change it, but they did. So yeah, just coming through. The second K was 3:53, as you just saw a minute ago. So yeah, coming around for the second lap now.
And by the way, for any eagle-eyed viewers are probably posing the same question that I'm thinking right now. Your heart rate started on 111 BPM, but you actually, the more running you do, it goes down. So you're going to have to teach me how to do that, because mine quadruples when I run. Yours goes down.
Yeah, I don't think that's right, mate. I see. I know some people do have problem with. Obviously, I have a Garmin, so I know a few people do struggle with the heart rate sensor. Just coming through the third K there at 4:03, so slowed down a little. And as you can see, I'm starting to get overtaken. But yeah, I know people with tattoos struggle. If you try and put your watch over a tattoo, it won't read your heart rate. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
But yeah, I don't think it's calibrated right, so I won't pay too much attention to that. But yeah, I got this, obviously, two new faces coming through here. I think
come out of nowhere, really. And I must say, from the other side, obviously running past the other side, the chap at the front in the black t-shirt, I think it is, he sort of just come out of nowhere and he was miles ahead. So fair play to that chap, because his game plan was executed superbly. Didn't start out too quick, but he's more than making up the ground now, as you can see, as we're heading into almost the final stretch of the run.
Yeah, 4th K coming in at 3:54. So spin it up a little bit. I think I was just trying to hold on to this guy and not let much of a gap create. But
Stinky down again.
Yeah. So coming towards the end now. Running through this, holding my breath past this van again. I think it was just fish bait and stuff like that. So but not too bad.
Past another handsome devil there.
Yeah, there you are. So not too bad. I obviously was just falling off here, and I started to lose myself a bit, and then I have a little chat with you as you were asking me to go and get your phone while I'm in a battle for second.
Yeah, sorry.
So we won't talk about that. But I told you off, didn't I? After so.
You did.
But yeah, that I think that's about it. Just obviously coming down the final stretch now.
Passing me again for what seemed like the gazillionth time.
Yeah.
And onto the home stretch. So a really solid run.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Thank you. So. Lovely. Just got on as well. We just finished Evesham ParkRun. I'm here with regular now on the channel, Ben Stevens. Ben, how did you get on today at Evesham ParkRun?
Yeah, did pretty well. 25.06, nice flat course. Enjoyed it. Yeah, a bit muddy.
Yeah,
but no, it's good.
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
I was just saying it's a bit of a tricky one. I've got a prime example right here.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the sort of terrain.
Yeah.
That's the sort of terrain that you're running on.
But also we keep trying to push trail runs onto.
Yeah, we do.
About a muddy field.
Yeah, I mean, you're not in trail. I brought my trail trainers today, and I was just like, do I? Don't I? You can never predict it. It could have been raining this morning. You don't know, especially when they're not a local one as well. Because you can look outside and look at the weather, but you can't predict what it's going to be like. 20 miles down the road.
I had that go into where did I go? Malvern Hills the other week.
Yeah,
and I woke up. It was gorgeous morning. By the time I got there was snow on top of all the hills and stuff. I was dressed in these little like skimpy shorts.
Yeah.
I just had to turn back around. I was like,
Yeah, so you're happy with your result today?
Yeah.
Your times are coming down at night? You're getting quicker? Getting quicker?
Yeah. I did think I'd get comfortably under 25. I was telling you just about the what they called the pacers.
Yeah.
I felt bad. So I saw the pacer coming up to like the last field for 25 minutes. I was like, I could smoke this guy.
Yeah.
Could smoke him. Turned, went on. Obviously saw that I'd got just over 25, and then he came in about 15-20 seconds later, and I just heard him apologising to the girl that he was running with, going, I'm really sorry, I thought we had a bit more time.
Yeah, you've got to, we were saying this before, like I don't think I'd like to be a pacer. You've got to really give yourself a buffer if you are going to pace, because you're costing a lot of people potential PB opportunities. You can ruin a person's day.
Yeah. I was stealing a story from a podcast that I listened to.
Yeah.
But he did a marathon in like Italy or something, and they had balloons for the pacers. And a couple of hours in, the pacer just looked at his watch and went, we're not going to make it, popped his balloon and ran off the course.
I love that. It's quite similar.
You just see the 25 pacer lob his bib into the river.
Lovely. All right then, well, cool. Thanks, Ben. Always a pleasure seeing you, and hopefully we'll do another one soon. Get a few more lads on board. What do you reckon, Mike?
I actually said to Ben when I was sort of coming round on the second lap, Ben was just stood on the grass next to the path, and I said, lovely course, and I'd love to come again in the summer when the weather's lovely. Mind you, I think it'll be a lot more busy when it is.
but lovely course. It's just a shame, you'll see in the video that the clips that I got, such a shame that I was bursting for a wee the entire time, because it really does slow you down. Like, I know it might be a bit of a crap excuse. There might be people watching this thinking, this Mike's got a knack for coming up with excuses, but it is genuine. I was honestly dying for a wee. But, do you know what? Really, really happy with how I ran out there. I think my Strava time was 5.06k at 41:01. So I think it should come in just over 40 minutes, but I'll absolutely take that.
Yeah.
My pace, I was having a look at my pace while you were speaking to Ben. 7:39 my quickest, and then my slowest one was 8:23. I've not pumped out paces like that for a while, so
you haven't, no?
Really, really happy with how I've run out there, and yeah, definitely come again.
Yeah, I'm very much the same. I was saying to Ben that it's going to have to be more of a spring, summertime one.
Definitely.
Because it was very difficult underfoot.
It really was.
You'll see, because obviously we're doing my point of view today, so I had the camera on my head, and you'll see there was points, it was on the grass, people the two fellas in front were overtaking me. I couldn't run on it. Didn't have the right footwear, excuses aside. I always find it hard running on grass. It really does zap your legs, but
doesn't it just?
Everyone's on the same course, aren't they? So
it was hard though, that finish, like, you practically, you finish on grass I'm no good with measurements, so you'll see on the video when you do that final 360 and turn back round, it's all grass. Again, here's another excuse. Been having a bit of a problem with an ingrown toenail that I've got. Thankfully, because these shoes that I wear are designed for like support and cushioning, I didn't actually feel it that bad at all. I
just think we're typical little Englanders and just love an excuse. We just love to complain.
We are getting old as well, so we're not spring chickens anymore. I think in my head I'm still like 20, but I'm not 30, so yeah, 30 going on 45 I think. So but yeah, no, definitely come back. This would be a good one to come back with a lot more of the lads. Mainly to see Jake navigate the drive through, because that would be an absolute laugh. Jake driving down that, you got a video of it, so they will already see it. But
I'll put a little clip. It probably won't do it justice. We were there for a while, wasn't we? And then I decided to get the camera out,
and I got hit.
You got hit as well. Your car did. I didn't. No, because that would have been
some hit to knock me down there.
I would have had the camera out there.
But another thing I want to say as well, why I want to come back, is for these award-winning toilets that they've got 2 lots of. I could have done with bloody knowing that. Be dying for a wee.
Yeah, so but aside from that, you're happy with how it went today?
Yeah, I sort of said when I was recording out there, not ran at all this week, but I've had the last week of my job, it's been the busiest week I've known in the 5 years I've been there, so I've really not ran as much as I want. And next week I'm not sure what my plan is. I might stay local, not sure what the vibe is yet. And then the week after it's a treadmill run. And so I've got a big few weeks coming up to get some miles in the legs, and hopefully good things are coming.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us at Evesham ParkRun. There won't be a there might be a parkrun video next week from you, Michael, maybe not. I've got the Wye Forest Trail half, so that's where I will be. As we always say, keep on trucking, keep on chasing that finish. See you in a bit.